Welcome to Life with AI, Unlocking Your Third Brain. In these short episode series, we'll unravel the profound ways AI is reshaping our lives. Dive in with me as we uncover tools and insights that empower you to elevate your health, intellect, and help you work with maximum efficiency. I'm your host, Richard Fala. Can you create landing pages and websites in just a few seconds with the power of AI? This is the topic of today's episode, and I'll be sharing with you 3 simple ways to create AI-powered websites. 1 is by using out-of-the-box tools. 2 is by sketching something on a piece of paper and then asking ChatGPT to code it for me, and I'll show you the final results. And 3 is by finding a theme, taking a screenshot of it, and then asking ChatGPT to code it for me. This won't be a technical episode. All you need is just probably ChatGPT plus, snapshot tool, or a piece of paper. Before I jump into the topic, I would love to invite you to join our beta release of openbuild.ai. It's a no-code AI studio that lets you and your team build processes of your choice to automate them using the power of AI. Again, it's openbuild.ai, and we'll invite you as soon as the beta is out so we can get your feedback of how AI is optimizing your life. All right. AI-powered websites, AI-powered pages is probably everywhere right now, and the new breed of website designs are out officially. Now, I've been in the digital agency world. I've designed websites for over a decade now, and I know the pain that it takes. I've used Squarespace, I've used Wix, and many other tools, which work great, and many of these are already starting to integrate into their own studios or the drag and drop interface they have, a way for you to create AI-powered pages. But these new breed of websites that are out are focusing on a very simple user experience. So let's start with one right now. So switching my screen. And by the way, I am not affiliated with any of these products. I'm not getting any kickbacks. The only reason I chose those 2 products, Mixo and Framer.com, is because they worked when I tried them very easily and they got some great feedback. But there are dozens more out there already. All right, so here's what I'm doing right now. I'm going to get started. Mixo does not ask me for sign up before they generate it. And I'm parsing the same exact command, create a minimalistic website for a no-code drag and drop AI process builder. Poppins fonts. And of course, I could have given some more feedback in this case. I will go ahead and click continue, and I will do the same on Framer. Framer asked me to sign up before it generated the final results. So they're both working in the background, and Mixo has one step. It asks me what's the purpose, scheduling appointments, linking to websites, and a few others. Let's start by using a growing mailing list. So this is Framer. Is generating not only the content, but also some of the copy for that page. You will notice that they use 2 different kinds of fonts. Images are definitely AI powered. And the elements are quite basic. Some things might be not as much as I would like to, because I know best practices for pages that it needs to include forms, headers, social proof, testimonials, some section, Q&As, features, etc. Although this includes some elements, I feel like it's lacking main CTAs overall. That's the only CTA. There's no form or anything like that. Now, I'm pretty sure the component might allow you to do it, and you can get a little more sophisticated with that. They do have some palettes that you can switch to get the design going. And when I created different variations, I noticed that you're going to get to a place where the designs will start to look very much the same. But it works great. I think these designs could work, and you can literally be up and running in just a few minutes. Now, Mixo, on the other hand, I noticed that they have less designs, so I'm almost getting the same exact design with each project. but it works. They are following the best practices for pages for sure, with this headline here and little image on the right, testimonials, feature stacking. And I'm sure they'll give you the ability to do a lot more designs than this. But I feel like Mixo and Framer.com, they both get the job done in terms of getting the website created with some elements in place. And most importantly, they have some content for you already out there. I highly encourage you check those out. Again, I'm not affiliated, and there are dozens of other tools that do that. But I'm pretty sure that they come with some sort of a fee or membership associated in order for you to use them. All right, let's move on to the second way that you can build websites with AI. And that's by sketching something on a piece of paper of how you'd like your website to look. So here's what I did. I went ahead and I sketched something on a quick mock-up. And by the way, this was extremely primitive with a logo and a header. You can see there's a form and a video. There's a client section, what you can do, pricing, and footer. I'm pretty sure if I did a better job in my mock-up and my copy and made it a little bit kind of relaxed, the results would have been better. But let's see, with this very primitive mock-up, what did I get? So I went to ChatGPT and I pasted that layout, and I asked ChatGPT to analyze it for me. I did this first just to make sure that it understood the different elements on this. And honestly, it did a great job. You can see it identified the top sections, that there's a video in there, and all the different parts of it. So I asked it to generate a picture for a mock-up or for a wireframe, but it sort of kind of blew up and it couldn't do it. And then from there, I asked it for a design. So here are some of the things in the prompts that I thought made a difference. One, I asked for a minimalistic design. I parsed the color palette. I also parsed the font, or I maybe forgot in this particular command. I also describe a little bit what this does. And I asked to replace the icons with placehold.co. This is a little typo here. So placehold is just a simple site that I know. You can create snapshots or little placeholders for images to come so you don't have broken images. Now I noticed ChatGPT does not give you always the answers very quickly. The design was broken at first, and then they created two different files when I said to regenerate it. So I had to go back and forth a little bit with it, and honestly, you'll get used to that. It's almost like working with an assistant or a graphic designer where you're interacting back and forth with it. And finally, I was able to generate something. I'll show you the results. You know, I'm literally just communicating with it like you forgot the header, had a headline with an email opt-ins, the pricing table should be side by side. So it was a little bit of a pain to get here. I would probably say it took me about 10 minutes because I have to wait for these to generate. And the final result looked like this. I'm using vbout.com's landing page builder, which will have our own built-in AI process soon. But I copied the code from ChatGPT and I pasted it here. This is 100% copied. You can see the placeholders, you can see the images. They're following placehold.co. Now, this is not great at all. And in my opinion, it needs a lot of work, as you can see. But most of the elements from a wireframing perspective are there, right? So I went from this to this in literally just a few seconds. I think that's quite impressive. And I do know there are some tools that already offer mockups to wireframes, but I feel like this is going to get a lot better very soon, and you'll be able to sketch things on the go and get to code very quickly. Okay? And don't forget, the mockup was quite lousy. So that was the second way. Let's move on to the third way of designing. Now, I did find the theme online. You can find the theme provider of choice. There are theme forests, there's Thrive themes, many more. And I found something that I really liked. I took a snapshot of it, and this is the actual design right here. a minimalistic design with a couple of colors. And I used my ShareX to create a scrolling scrolling snapshot. I'm pretty sure your engine or tool that you use might provide it. And then I went to ChatGPT and I copied this from the top and I asked it to analyze it for me to ensure that it has all the different components. Now it did break it down, which is great, but the problem is when I asked to generate the code and change the colors, the code was missing a lot of the sections. So I had to again go back and forth and interact with it, specify fonts and stuff like that. And about 10 minutes later, I've gotten to the final result because I copied this code, went back to VBout and copied this here. And this is the final result. So it's not bad. I think this one is usable almost out of the box with some changes. I can preview this in my browser. See how it looks like. There's a little font issue here, but that's on me. But yeah, that's kind of what I was aiming for, more or less. It's not quite exactly what I had before. So the theme that I was looking at was this one. You can see there are lots more into it. The images will need to be replaced, but at least the sections here are a lot cleaner. So can you create from general snapshots and mockups a design? I'm pretty sure yes you can, but there are limitations, as you can see. So AI-powered websites is only going to get better, be it via native tools, be it via sketches to actual final designs, or be it via making copies of existing websites. At the end of the day, design is a personal thing. I highly encourage you, either to support the websites that are providing the service or the theme author that you getting the theme from, or just experiment and be your own creator through this mockup option. So this is it. If you like the content, please share, like, or subscribe. Your support is going to help improve this channel and improve my content overall. I thank you for watching this episode, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.